Yeah, it said 42. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I knew Elon Musk would have it be trained on that. Grok 4 is the closest thing we have seen to AGI. So might as well call it AGI. So today I'm going to show you basically how you can use a AGI agent within your workflows and have it be a chatbot so you can sell it to clients with Lovable. So if you want to watch this video all the way to the end, that would be amazing because there's going to be so much value when you use AGI within your business. All right, to start off, we are going to do a webhook, and we're just going to have that in the background for our AI agent. We are going to trigger this manually, get our AI agent, boom, and now we're going to get our AGI. So we're going to hit the plus button, we're going to go to Grok, and we are going to select Grok 4. That is right. And looking at the stats, it blows everything. Every other model, Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, even Grok 4, just nowhere near. And it's also cheaper than just so many of the better models. It's insane. Then we're going to go to memory, a simple memory, pretty basic. And then why not add myself into the mixture? You are Luke. You are Luke, and I want you to act like me. I covered a pinecone in another video, so I'll pin it over here. But now we have my memory within the AGI, which is really crazy to think about. Alright, so we have our AI agent. We're going to ask it a question. Who is Luke and what is AGI? Question mark. As you can see, our AGI is running in the background, which is so crazy. It's really thinking here. Alright, who is Luke? Luke Brinton is a consultant and expert at the intersection of AI automation and business efficiency. Yeah, and it even has my training data of all the podcasts and discussions that I've given it. And, it is pretty impressive to see the pine cone, break it down, see all my YouTube tutorials, go high levels, all my AI agents, and, just the ethical use of AI. So, pretty impressive. But, as we all know, this is going to be really hard to sell to a client because they are clueless when it comes to NAN. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this, bring a webhook, and connect it to Lovable. So we're going to open up our webhook. We're going to change it to post because that's a formula that Lovable really loves. And we're going to change it to respond to webhook because Lovable, once again, loves that. I have debugged Lovable so many times on this because I put it as get instead of post. Super annoying, but that's how things roll with AGI. So now we are going to hit the plus button and then get a webhook response, and then boom. Then we're going to go into Grok and create our prompt. Create prompt for our AI agent on Lovable and make it super powerful and tailed. And I think this is Grok 3, so it's not Grok 4, but still pretty cool. Wow, I really like how it just slides all the tokens, which is really interesting. Reminds me of the Star Wars text. All right, sweet. And then here's another hack, is that while it has that prompt ready, we're going to actually copy all this code with Control-C, go to Grok, and paste it in code. So, by the way, and the reason why I did that is because I think Grok needs a little bit more context, because it just started talking about KPIs, scenarios, and I'm like, what the frick? Like, we don't need that. We just need a lovable prompt. So, hopefully it will understand it a bit. But I saw this here it is. Grok 4 plays 14th in EQ. So basically it is not the most emotionally smart model, which is super interesting. So it is very unhinged. Okay, so we're gonna copy this, paste it, and then go back to our original prompt. And just copy 1 through 5. I don't know, that was super interesting to me for the most part. So, and then, yeah. Got our ghost energy. Alright, build just the chat bot, make it, and alright, sweet. And I like how all these platforms are adding AI agents so that they are, super intelligent. It really helps with, what I do, because now you have all these AI agents just working on things, and it's kind of just crazy to see just how fast everything is moving with Grok 4, with all these softwares. And yeah, it's pretty insane. All right. We are waiting. Sweet. This looks sick. Okay. Remove any pre-prompts. By the way, only look for the web hook. Then we're going to go to our NAN workflow, production, copy this. Then we're going to turn this on. Say got it. Get our production URL. Go into Lovable. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So here's the webhook. This is in post, and create edge function so this can run smoothly. And if you're not familiar with Lovable, Superbase is basically our backend for the most part. So we are just gonna connect it to a product, create new project, and then bam, let's do Grok4, create project, and then our password is just gonna be a couple of numbers, because I'll just delete this. And voila. While we're waiting for that, we're going to now paste this in. Oh, yeah, you get to see me problem solving all this stuff because, you know, it does get a little bit hectic when it comes to stuff like this. And you get weird things where it's like, put it in here. No, let me put it in the actual back end. So funny. And then, all right, error did pop up, so we're just gonna press F and try to fix this error. But I think the nice thing about agentic stuff is that if it does cause an error, it's smart enough to fix its own errors. So that's pretty impressive for the most part. Because, you know, this agentic mode, it is so smart. It has the ability to search up the web and is more efficient than previous versions. So pretty impressive. All right. Let's see if this puppy will work. Hey, Grok, what is my name and what is AGI? Question mark. I processed your message successfully. I don't know about that. Okay, so there was a error. Okay. So let's open up. So basically what happened is that our previous version, you know, it was based on the, you know, chat with an NAN, but now since we're using webhooks, the memory's, whoa, what is happening? Where is that module? So we are going to edit this and define below. I mean, we already have a pinecone vector base for our memory, so it's not too much of a worry. So we're just gonna say Grok, what is blah, 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 blah. And make sure with your projects you're saving them, or else the webhook is gonna work with that old version. So let's try this again. I don't know about that. Let's head over to NAN. Okay, here's an issue. Debug. Okay, so now we're gonna define here, and now we're gonna go back into this, and basically create prompt for me on helping the user understand AGI? Question mark. And I think the cool thing about agents is that, you know, they can be super chaotic, but through learning the chaos, you know, you get something really powerful, which is, you know, agents that work while you sleep, which is a really insane process. And then the user prompt is basically going to be the information that's coming through the webhook. And then the system message is basically like the brain of the agent. And then the pinecone, you can think of it as kind of like, you know, context of what it should say. So kind of like Cluely for AI, if you're familiar with Cluely. If not, it's a cheating tool, basically. And then let's look up the schema and take our query, save, and then say, no, just the webhook, no, I've processed your message successfully, please. Yeah, I mean, obviously these tools are not perfect, but they are just so smart and intelligent. All right, as it's fixing that, I think we should be in the clear here and say, hey, Gronk, what is AGI? And then it's going to be thinking about it. This is a good sign. It means it's actually thinking about it. And it's running in the background. Look at that. All right. Oh, lovely. So we got our response, and this, yeah. So everything works. It outputted the raw JSON. And hi there, I'm Gronk by XAI. Let me break down your question. What's your name? It pulled the pinecone information and says, oh, your name is Luke Brenton. And that is insanely cool. And then it kind of just breaks down on AGI and etc. And then last thing we want to do is say, hey, can you make the more posts and remove all the JSON so the user can actually read the messages, not be so weirded out by backslashes and ends and brackets, please, question mark. Because we got our response right, but I want to format this to make it more posts because, you know, I think most creators will like show you how to, you know, connect NAN and Lovable, but not fix this, you know, dumb formatting error where it's so annoying and it's confusing. But yeah, let's do this again. Let's ask it a funny question. What is the meaning of life? Question mark. And how will AGI work in the next 5 years? Question mark. now we're asking it really thought-provoking questions, and I'm really curious. Also, I didn't realize it could do emojis in its prompts. That's really fascinating. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, it said 42. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I knew Elon Musk would have it be trained on that. But yeah, it really went in on this. It looks a lot better formattedly. And also I can go into NAN and have it be adjusted a bit more. But you know, that's how you fix it. It's kind of like a trial and error thing. But yeah, bro, this has been such a fun video. So I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Comment what you think about Grok 4. Is it AGI? Is it not? I think it's pretty close looking at all these benchmarks. But yeah, that's the video, guys. So peace. Musk would have it be trained on that.